So this is the 2019 Volvo S60 R design. Going to show you on the back, and then we're going to go for a ride. Moving kind of quickly here because I got to take off. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump in because I'm so excited about the performance of the vehicle as soon as I get let in. Now I'm going to have a personal assistant on this one. So, a lot of bad shots there. This is Chad. May look familiar to some, very aggressive driver. We're going to see exactly what the vehicle has in store. And to all my subscribers, or if you ever viewed any of my videos, yes, I'm going to put on my seatbelt now.
Mustard colored seatbelt.
Mustard colored seatbelt, so as Chad says. So we're going to have Chad behind the wheel, as I do always. I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to be driving. No, I showed you the outside. Let's take a snapshot of the inside. So I would think that, of course, in our design, it's got a couple options on it. Give you a view of the road. Now, I haven't looked up the specs on the vehicle, but my personal assistant here tells me it tends to be around that 470-ish threshold as far as horsepower.
With both engines running?
With both engines running. Mm-hmm. Both engines?
The gas engine and the electric.
Oh, wow. Nice. So, of course, with Volvo, it would actually turn into hybrid, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Got a little bus stop area coming up here. Most of the time it tends to be 3, so it may take us a while to start going. We're just going to chat about the vehicle a little bit. Chad, if you don't mind.
Sir.
So with the R design and
Polestar.
Polestar. So this is a Polestar as well. Chad's actually informing me. As you can tell, this is my first time sitting in one. This is going to be my first time driving one as well. Pretty stout vehicle. You can see the Bowers & Wilkins, which is right up top there. And as with Volvo, everything's going to be touchscreen, as you can see here, and voice control. But as soon as we get going, we're going to give you a little bit on the performance. Anything you see, Chad, regarding the 19 model over anything Volvo has produced so far?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all? Maybe hit a little.
Seem to be the same.
Seem to be the same?
Definitely has more power.
Definitely. Now, this is not the performance line, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It is the performance line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is it right here.
So this is going to be how we compete against AMG and also BMW M.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Maybe.
And of course, if you've ever read anything about Volvo, you'll know that they definitely do love the kids, as you see getting out the bus here. So we definitely will pay our respects here. Of course, North Carolina state law has us to do the same. As we're sitting, we'll keep chatting a bit. There has been a number of unfortunate school, of course, the kids getting on and off the bus. You know, there are a couple people that haven't obeyed the law and had accident with the kids, a couple of deaths that have occurred. So definitely a time to take that very serious. I'm surprised you didn't take Independence.
Mm-mm. I can go faster this way.
Nice. You can also see the Volvo signature gear shift. Imported crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Volvo tells me that it's more finer than Swarovski crystal. Just as the interior of the car up. When you look at the interior, first thing come to mind is it's a smaller S90. Of course, everything you're seeing here is the new Volvo leather dash with the stitching. You'll note on most of your inscriptions. Bowers & Wilkins, as I actually showed you earlier, with the plating for the speaker, tweeter and everything up top. Alright, so we're going to get on one of the main road so we can catch a bit of speed for you. Does this also give us the sport or drive mode?
Mm-hmm.
It does. So of course with drive mode, I'm going to take it back in. So you can do constant, all-wheel drive, pure, hybrid, and power.
Powers both engines running.
As you can tell, we're doing power.
Which empties the battery.
Got a little BMW here in front of us. Yeah. tell, it definitely moves. Got more growl to it. So it's going to sound like a more powerful vehicle as well. We're going to do that once more, so don't worry. I'm going to give you a glimpse of the speed when we accelerate so you can see exactly how fast we're going. This is uncharted territory for Volvo. This is definitely a realm they've never been in before when you talk about performance, when you talk about anything over 400 horsepower. And of course, as we're coming up on another school zone, I'm going to zoom this back around. You're going to see my personal assistant today, which is Chad. But I'm going to take you to panoramic roof and give you a glimpse of the back seat here. Now we're going to bring you back around because we're going to show you a little bit of that horsepower once again. Notice the speed, which is digitally here. When we get back out on the main road, this is a back road. We don't want to fly through neighborhoods. And of course, we've got our U.S. Postal Service in front of us. Definitely don't want to upset them in any way. That might hinder our check delivery process. Carbon fiber. This is all stuff that you're primarily familiar with when it comes to some of our competitors in their performance brand. Going back to hybrid. Of course, this one will give you heads-up display. It's pretty stout. Some of the instructions here. Now, I don't have the window sticker to this one, so I can't exactly tell you the MSRP on it. And as you know, I'm just waiting to catch a little speed here so I can show you. Are we going right or left?
Probably gonna go right.
And the reason why I asked the question of right or left is just so you know, if we went left, that means we have a little bit more time on on Independence to catch air, to catch speed. But we're going to go right. We're going to, keep it safe.
To catch a ticket.
Don't want to do tickets. The city of Charlotte's been pretty heavy here on patrolling Independence. You're sitting at home, you're watching this, you have your stopwatch out, you have your time, you can look at the clock on the wall. Of course, you can see the speed there once again, so you're able to see how fast we were to accelerate from basically a non-stop position to 60, 0 to 60.
And that wasn't in power mode, that was just in hybrid.
And as Chad said, that's in hybrid, not even in power. So we got a lot of room left to really check the vehicle with the power plant that's placed under it.
Here's your power mode.
All right, so here we go again.
It'll move.
Now, the great thing about Chad, he's under the hood all day long on these vehicles, so he knows, the performance and everything. As he just stated, it will move. You will feel when he releases the brake, the vehicle is going to fire back up. Of course, that's going to be the automatic start-stop. On 19s, you can turn it off and it will stay off. Versus somebody
only in comfort mode.
Only in comfort mode, and of course, it doesn't turn on in power mode. Got it. Comfort mode, that's your automatic default. So it's automatically going to default there when you turn the vehicle back on from an off position. This one have manual? Or because it does? You have your pedals behind the steering wheel, so you can actually shift them, as in NASCAR. You can see behind the steering wheel here. So if you want to be quite more aggressive, you can easily do so. So that 0 to 60 time I just showed you, yours could be much, much faster. All right, so we're coming to the end here. I'm Alton.
Chad.
This is Chad, personal assistant for the day, giving you what it feels like to drive the new Volvo S60 Artisan.
S90 Polestar.
This is an S90 Polestar. Okay, sorry, I was telling you S60 the whole time. That's why I have personal assistants. So as you can see, sometimes they're actually a little bit far more professional than I am. But go out and buy one. Of course, you're going to spend more. You're going to pay more in maintenance on some of our competitors when it comes to the BMW M, also the AMG. I mean, here, it's going to be about half the cost of those to maintain. But go ahead and buy one. Otherwise, me and Chad, we're going to get back to what we call work here, or what some people will call fun, and we'll catch you later. All right, just to follow up. Now, you remember that professionalism I told you about? Of course, as you can see what Chad just did, it is a Volvo S60. So, as I thought, it's going to be a Volvo S60 Polestar, which is the performance line, but this is going to be the smallest of the sedans. I had to edit this back in, of course, once I got out and saw the S60, which I thought it was a smaller appeal, and it actually is. So it is an S60. This is the X60 Polestar. This is arriving to your showrooms here shortly. So definitely take the time, go out and experience the vehicle before you buy anything else performance. Otherwise, Chad and I are going to go back to doing what we do best, having fun.